Lazy, lazy, lazy. Hello, I'm Gislaine, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm starting this YouTube channel in an attempt to practice a little bit of filmmaking, editing, all that fun stuff, and also to reconnect with joy. I'm just gonna do stuff that makes me happy, film it, post it, hope that it makes you happy, so that we can all be happy, because things are kind of bleak right now. But anyway, the purpose of today's video is to show you all how I do super lazy curls. My birthday's coming up. I don't know how it's close in relation to this video, but I want a little bit of curl. I want a little va-va-voom. That is what I will be doing. The special guest of today's Gislaine Show episode, my bestie, the fave, the orange perm rod. Might have a special guest appearance by the green one if my super big head full of hair uses up all the orange ones, but we'll just have to see. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that I like to do, again, lazy, we're not going to do a whole lot. I mean, my lazy might not be your lazy, but we'll see. So I just like to part off sections of the hair and kind of just like four giant quadrants. So I am just separating this part off and then using a scrunchie. See what I mean? I have a lot of hair. Just using this little scrunchie, just keep it out of the way. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So 3 scrunchies. I am going to do the same thing at the back, just so that I have 2 sections. Again, just putting this one up out of the way. So what you're gonna want to grab is a spray bottle with some water, or whatever it is that you use to get your hair a little bit wet. Had this bottle for so long. At this point, it's water, it's a little bit of vegetable glycerin, remnants of conditioner, because I like to have like a leave-in conditioner that's not too much conditioner and leaves built up in my hair, and some like sweet orange essential oil. It's up to you. Grab that spray bottle, and I lied, I'm gonna section it one more time. I'm just gonna grab one of these. What are these called? Claw clips? Lobster clip? I'm gonna grab one of these. Just split that section in half, just to make my own life a little bit easier. And then grabbing my spray bottle, spray this entire section. And I want it to be damp, not like soaking wet, but just enough that like when I put it onto my perm rod, it will stay on and hold onto it enough that it'll curl. I don't know how many more times I can say this. Let's do a count. How many times do I say lazy? Lazy girl. Giant sections. I do not care about what fits in and what doesn't fit in where. So I take my giant section, starting at the bottom, wherever the shortest piece of hair is at the end, wrapping it around. Just like that. And then, so I push it as close as possible to the end of the rod so that I can wrap it completely around the length of the rod, like that, and so that it's not like totally crowding itself on the end. And I do the same to this part. I know I said like don't drench it. Do as I say, not as I do. too dumb. So I'm going to take down that section that we put away at the start of this, and I'm going to cut it in half, separate it out into half. Something to keep in mind about this, and so like I said, I'm going for lazy, I'm not going for accuracy of curl. The bigger the section is, obviously the bigger the curl is going to be, the looser I should say. So if you want super tight curls, you'd want to get smaller sections and maybe use a smaller perm rod. I also have not been paying any attention to which side I put the rod on. Lazy girl. So just whatever tickles your fancy, whatever you can reach. This way. Excellent. Now I'm going to separate out. I'm always deathly afraid that one of these is going to pop off, as they often do, and break my knuckle or something obscene. Is it an irrational fear? Maybe. But it could happen. I don't know. Moving on. Oh my goodness, I do this every single time. Forgot that this section had not been done. Whoopsie daisies. Just gonna put this back. Now onto the other side. Halfway through my head. So much hair. Oh my gosh. Don't get me wrong. Great to have all this hair. Thankful, blessed. But you know, sometimes I just want to speed through the routine. I mean, you know, I'm actually making pretty good time with this, but when it comes time to do a non-lazy curl, hours. Done. And it didn't take me super long. So now that I have all of my perm rods in my head, I actually didn't even use as many as I thought I would. Still have a whole bunch left. I think it's because the last time I did this, it was a little less lazy, and I put like max 4 locks per perm rod, and I was like, I have run out of perm rods. I did it for a headshot session. Maybe I'll show you the photo if I want to. So now the next step of our lazy girl curl lock tutorial. Blow dryer. I never said it wasn't heatless. So if you don't like to use heat, you're totally welcome to air dry. The thing is, if you have a time crunch, if you don't really want to walk around or can't really walk around with a whole bunch of perm rods in your head looking like this, you might want to use a blow dryer or a hood dryer. I used to have one of those little hood dryer extensions for my blow dryer, but somebody in my house misplaced it. So if I find it, maybe you'll see it on this channel. If I don't, I might have to order a new one. I don't know. So here we go. Setting wise, blow dry on whatever is good and comfortable for you and your hair. You know your hair best. I'm just gonna keep mine on like medium or high, somewhere around there. And yeah. Definitely not done, but you always want to do periodic checks to see how dry your hair is, and so I will just kind of squeeze to feel if, like this one's definitely not dry. Some of the ones at the back, not quite as dry. And I mean, you can stop here, but know that the more damp your hair is, the less your curl will actually hold. Probably just fall back out and you have a curly end. So depending on how curly you want it to look, that's how long you want to blow dry. So I'm going to start taking them out because I am over blow drying it. It's actually getting very hot in this room. But if I wanted to, I would go further, but just to keep blow drying, I don't want to. Time for the reveal. So I'm gonna start at the back. It's always safer to start at the back. This feels pretty dry, and what I like to do when I'm taking them out is not disrupt the shape of the curl on the rod too much, and so I'll just kind of pull it down, help guide it off without raking my finger through it too much, but just so we have a cute little, look at how cute she is. Bouncy girl, and do the same thing with all of the rest of the rods. So, probably gonna speed through this takedown. I'll do another one real time. Okay, I believe I have all of them out. I am notorious for leaving rods and pipe cleaners and lock knot. I leave them all in my hair, and I find them right before I'm about to wash my hair, and I'm like, wow, it could have been gorgeous. But I think I got it all. So obviously, if this is a look that you're going for, you can leave it just like this. I, however, will not be leaving it like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to gently toss my head from side to side to just shake it up a little bit, let gravity do some of the work for me. So, ready? And just kind of tussle them, not separating. And to the other side. Same thing there. Just kind of tussle them a little bit. And forward.
Look, all I'm getting at is that I've never met anyone like you.
So, once it is loosened or shaped to your fancy, you can spritz a little bit of whatever it is that you use to moisturize your hair. Typically, I would put a little oil on, but I am going to wash my hair, so I'm not trying to put too much product back onto my hair before I wash it soon. But yeah, so these are my lazy girl curls. It took me less than an hour and a half to do this, and that's just because I used really big sections on my perm rods, and I didn't blow dry as long as I could have. There were definitely some of them that were slightly damp that, like at the back, aren't holding as much as the ones in the front, but that's also something that I kind of go for anyway. Excuse you. So if you want to do smaller sections or use smaller perm rods or something else and blow dry for longer, it might take you up to 2 hours, but again, totally dependent on some of those factors and also the size of your locks. I like to call mine medium. Medium. Because they are not as small as micro locks or sister locks, but they're also not as large as the average locks. So my medium locks, if you've got them medium like me, will take you about an hour and a half if you do what I just did. So, thanks for watching. I'm excited to have you on this journey with me as I try to document more of my life and become the absolute TV character that I am in my real life for my own personal TV show. And that's all for me. See you in the next video.